Hey there, my friend. Back to the book reading from this very obscure book I found at a book sale at the local library, and it's so obscure that they gave it away. It was on the free cart. A Guide to Living in Balance by Dr. Frank S. Caprio. This is one of the weirdest psychology books I've ever read. A lot of kind of outdated content, I think, and material. I think we've come a long way in psychology, thank God, from 50, 60 years ago when this was popular and when it came out. And I don't even know how popular it is. I know it's still being reprinted and sold on Amazon, so it's not in complete obscurity. This copy is almost as old as I am. It broke right down the middle. I'm not going to break right down the middle. I'm stronger than the binding on this book, I'll tell you that much, but it's kind of rotting. And I'm going to get rid of this book entirely as soon as I get through these 9 points from chapter 10, titled Nervous Fatigue. And what Dr. Caprio did was he outlined 9 ways to avoid nervous fatigue, what we would call today burnout. We don't use the term nervous fatigue that much anymore, but anxiety, a sense of overwhelmment, and the like. Number 1, you can watch the previous videos on this. They're just a few minutes long each, and I go into each point on its own video. Number 1 was do not exceed your fatigue limit. Very, very important. Number 2, observe moderation in everything you do. And the last one we did was develop the art of relaxation. That's a very important one. And now we're going to go to number 4, which is also important. Learn to control your emotions. Boy, this is one that all of us could work more on. Learn to control your emotions. I read now from chapter 10 of Living in the Balance. Avoid becoming a neurotic. See, he throws that term around way too much for my liking. I don't think we use that term so loosely anymore, neurotic, but he calls everybody a neurotic in this book, or at least a lot of people. What the heck's buzzing around me? Ah! What the heck is that? Oh, it's just the squeak of the chair. I thought it was an animal. I don't do well with wildlife. I live in the woods, but yeah, it's just the creak of the chair. Okay. Don't become a neurotic like me. Tired people who are continuously complaining of their ill health are subconsciously expressing through their ailments their need for affection, their desire for maternal sympathy. That might be a little dated too. It could be paternal sympathy, but their complaint is a form of attention getting. They put on exhibition the stress and strain effect incurred in their work. Anger, hatred, jealousy, sorrow, anxiety, envy, and crying spells are expressions of emotionalism. They are abnormal reactions giving rise to emotional intoxication. Again, a term I've never heard before. Emotional intoxication. They dissipate your mental strength and in turn cause physical fatigue. Don't waste your life grieving over some past inevitable misfortune. Keep looking ahead. Avoid arguments. The stupid always argue. That's what I did on talk radio for 30 years. I argued with people. The stupid always argue. The intelligent reason things out. Don't become high-geared, sensitive, nervous, irritable, subject to emotional outbursts. Learn to be tolerant, cooperative, and above all, cheerful. Remember that controlling your emotions means conserving your energy. So again, that's why I title this kind of a brilliant gem of a chapter in an otherwise weird book that I would not recommend. If it weren't for this chapter, I'd find, no offense to Dr. Caprio and his legacy, I'd find no redeeming value in this book, none. This chapter makes the book, in my opinion. So learn to control your emotions. And just to go over some of these points here, we all know someone, it might be you. It could be someone you love. It could be a friend that's always kind of sickly, that's always complaining about their health. You got to be careful because when you follow I am with anything, you are either increasing your strength or limiting your strength. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am determined. I am powerful. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am this. But if you follow with I am sick, I am this, I am sick again, I am broke, I am this. Even if these things might be truths, you don't have to just trumpet that all day long because your subconscious mind absorbs everything that you say about yourself and about the world we live in. And it's no wonder that he would call, neurotic, the level of neurotics in the world, when you're saying that stuff to yourself over and over again. Why would you wake up in the morning and go to bed at night with the thought of I'm sick, 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 I'm sick? Why would you do that? Then your body and your brain work together and they say, okay, you're sick. Well, I guess you're terminally sick because you're sick every day of the week. So I guess you're just a sickly person. And health is not an option for you. How about a happy middle ground there? Instead of saying I am sick or I am the epitome of health, how about somewhere in the middle with moderation, which was another point of his? How about saying my immune system is getting better all the time. I'm getting sick less often than I ever have before. I get sick like everyone else, but not as often. When I get sick, I fight it very quickly. I take zinc. I get my sleep. I get my vitamin C, and I feel great within a day or two. I get sick like everyone else, but it doesn't last nearly as long as it used to. Something like that. So learn to control your emotions. And it's interesting to think about avoid arguments. Boy, that's going to be hard in this contentious election year when we've got two bonzos running for president, the same two bonzos we had last time around. So that's going to be hard to not have arguments. But it says avoid arguments. The stupid always argue. The intelligent reason things out. And that's why I don't know that many people would consider the American electorate all that intelligent in the whole scheme of things. Hey, I'm right in there with the electorate, so I'm talking about myself too. All right, next time it'll be point number 5. And I won't tell you what that is, right? I'll tell you what it is. Sidetrack your fears. That should be a good one. That'll be coming up on the next video. And if you miss the others, they're here somewhere on TikTok. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. If you like what you hear, join my podcast, hughesfromtheheart.com. I'd love to have you there. Free episodes heard in 55 countries and close to 500 global cities, I think. I lose track of the count, but it's heard in 56 countries now. So check it out at hughesfromtheheart.com. I appreciate you very, very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for a little bit of your time today.